Hey Rock On Beer viewers, welcome to my first ever late Homebrew Wednesday. I knew it would happen eventually. Eventually came a little sooner than I thought. Thought that I could keep it going a little longer on schedule, but it doesn't matter, I guess, what day it comes out as long as it comes out. So this happens to be Friday, and Wednesday I had to spend the whole day preparing for a meeting that I was in yesterday, and but after my meeting, it was in Copenhagen, so I got to go to the new War Pigs brew pub. If you don't know about it, it's Mikkeller beer. They're Danish, and Three Floyds have opened an a brew pub that does American style barbecue, and it's really huge. It opened about 2 weeks ago, almost exactly today, and it was a cool experience to go there. I'll put some pictures if I've got them up here. But that was neat, and I'm going to write something for my blog about that, and hopefully I'll get to go back soon. The barbecue was pretty good, the beer was pretty good, and it was a neat experience. But yeah, it has nothing to do with homebrewing, so we are going to talk about, because I did get some stuff in the mail recently that I wanted to talk about, and this is just a visual aid. I got this thing that I ordered from, I ordered from China, I guess, on AliExpress.com, which I know a lot of homebrewers buy stuff on. So I bought a few things, some cheap things to test that out, the quality of what you get, and yeah. So this is the first thing that's kind of arrived, and now the cat's gonna get in the way again. Come on, cat. Oh. She loves to be on camera. Sorry. Yeah, so this is the first thing that's arrived, and it is a PET soda bottle filler. So you can see that it's, I actually first saw this on another homebrew video guy in Australia called the Gash Slug. So if you're not following him, you should, because he has some really cool videos, and he has a lot of little hacks and stuff that I've found really great to watch. But he had one of these, and it got me interested in it. And basically what it is that it's a disconnect, like a keg post on top, and then underneath there's a little nipple. You can attach some beer line to that, and then it's threaded to fit regular PET soda bottles. So this is just a Coca-Cola bottle, and it fits in there like that. And what you do is you can fill it. It fits both the gas and the beer post fittings go on here, so you can flush it with CO2, and then you can attach your beer in, and you can fill a PET soda bottle with beer, kind of like the world's cheapest growler. So that really appealed to me, because I love kegging my beer, but it's a real pain to take to parties and stuff. Because growlers, I only have one growler, and they're not really that easily available here in Denmark, and so this really appeals to me, and I'm going to do a little demo of this and do some tests of it, and you're gonna watch. First of all, I just have to quickly make a jumper. And I'm going to change the camera position, and you can see that. So, I'll be right back. Through the magic of the jump cut, you can look at my desk, and I didn't quite realize when I bought this, I totally slipped my mind that yeah, I would need a jumper from beer to beer between the keg and this post here. So I didn't order the stuff for that. Luckily, I had a bunch of bits and bobs laying around. And yeah, so I'm going to quickly put one together. Actually, this line I don't think is going to... No, it's not. So we just... that was easy. We'll just get rid of that. And unfortunately, I only have about this much length of beer line laying around. Ideally, for a jumper, you would have something a little longer than this to prevent, foaming issues. But I have what I have. So basically, what I'm going to do is just what it sounds like. It's a jumper between, and I don't have another nipple for this guy. So this is just going to get jerry-rigged over here. And basically, what you want to end up with is two beer posts, two beer connectors with a length of tubing in between them. And one end is going to go on the keg, and one end is going to go on the bottle there to transfer the beer. So it's pretty easy. Obviously, I just have to throw this one together. Ideally, I would want basically this setup on both ends with this little nipple here, probably another half meter or more tubing, and some clamps. I think I could only find one little plastic hose clamp, which I'll probably use over here. I'm going to go dip this in some hot water to get it to fit over this post. But yeah, so this is the basic idea of a keg jumper, and you can also use this to transfer beer between kegs without having to expose it to oxygen. And that's if you do. Sometimes I'll do secondary for some long aging beers in kegs, and it's nice to get it off that sediment in the bottom rather than have to sacrifice some beer. I mean, well, I guess you're sacrificing it anyway. Anyway, yeah, so that's jumper. And hopefully in the next scene, if I've done all this right, you should see me putting some beer in a PET bottle, or in a soda bottle. So, see you there. And the cat. All right. So, time for the moment of truth. This is my kegerator, and I've got it all taken apart right now. It needs to be cleaned. It's one of my weekend projects. So, here's the soda bottle, and it's got some Star San, which I'm pouring out over here. And okay, so Star San bottle. I'm not really that concerned with sanitation, since this is just a test, and I'm going to drink it really quickly. It's only a half-liter bottle. I did happen to have a keg of Star San that I ran the jumper through. So, yeah, well, sanitization, I'd be a little bit more worried about it, but I still did it just out of habit today. I also have the cap thing sitting in Star San, and just in case, I've got towels down on the floor. So basically, I'm going to put it on, screwed it on the soda bottle. Going to disconnect my gas line from in here. Okay. So that's CO2, and it's displacing the air. So we should have, it's very, very tight now. So now it should be flushed of air. Reattach the CO2 on there. And then what I'm going to do is, I don't have a little piece of beer line to do, so we're just going to do without the beer line for now, because I don't I want to be able to do like liter soda bottles. So I want to cut a piece for that, but I don't have enough to do two cuts. So we're going to do this without the bit, but hopefully it won't foam too bad because the little bit of beer line should help with foaming on the final rig. So let's see. All right, beer jumper in. Ooh, got some. Uh-oh. Okay, got some leakage because I'm stupid and I didn't check that. But that is what the towels are for. All right, so here's the moment of truth. Gonna hook this thing in. Nothing happens. Ah, okay. Probably need to do this. Oh, okay. Gonna tighten it up a little bit. You can see that it's... So if you rotate the cap, then you get the beer flowing. I'm trying not to let it foam too badly. Let's see. We're almost up to the top with foam. All right, I'm gonna undo the jumper. Not too much up there at the top. So you can see that it's got beer, and then it foamed. Like I said, it wouldn't probably foam that bad with the little piece of beer line on it. So, in my opinion, you can just you can just leave this on there, and obviously the beer should stay carbonated in there. But the real test will be if I can put the original cap back on and it'll still be carbonated. Capped it up there on the foam. All right. So now I got a bottle of beer. I'm going to put it in the fridge, let that foam settle down, and in a few hours I am going to open it and see if the beer is still carbonated. So pretty successful first test, and that was the first time I ever did it. I didn't practice before this, so that would be why there was some mistakes. So yeah, let's do a test in a couple hours. See you then. All right, everybody. It is about 3 hours later, give or take. It's actually closer to 3.5 hours. I did that during lunch, and it is now just about quitting time. So we're gonna see if this kept my quitting time beverage nice and carbonated. You might have just seen I did a proper in a liter bottle, which I'm gonna use tonight. This is my oatmeal pale ale, which is getting pretty old. So I'm actually running the keg out, trying to run the keg out this weekend. So makes for a good test beer. Anyway, let's see what I've got here. There's a little hiss. You can see there's some foam. It actually did like a head on top. Pour this out. Be a little aggressive with it. Yeah, you can see it's still pretty carbonated. It's not exactly the head that I usually get pouring it straight from the keg, but still smells nice. Yeah, Yeah, it's definitely carbonated still. Um, I can tell it's lost a little bit, but like I said, that's probably the foaming issue, because I didn't have a piece of beer line to fill from the bottom up. I just kind of let it spray in there, which probably didn't do my carbonation any good. But it's definitely, yeah, it's definitely, that's really cool. Worked fine, and once I once I get once I get the process down, I think that'll work really, really great. There's a slight there's a slight taste to it that could be, I don't know. I rinsed this bottle out pretty good, but that could be because I ran it through, like, the beer line on that jumper is absolutely brand new. It just had a little bit of Star Sand run through it, so could just be picking up a little bit from the tubing. Yeah, because it definitely hasn't had time to go off or anything, but you can see that the carbonation died down on it pretty quickly. I'll next week maybe I'll report on whether the bottle with the beer line does better, but I think that they're really cool things, especially I'm gonna find it really useful because growlers are difficult to come by here. I had a couple of glass growlers that I've brought back from the U.S. that I've smashed, and now I'm down to just one metal one, and it's a pain in the ass to fill up. And this will give me more, more versatility with, like, sizes and stuff too, and being able to take these multiple beers to parties. And I think it's really cool. I think if I can get it down to where it doesn't affect the carbonation and the flavor of the beer, then it's going to be like, it's going to be awesome to be able to take my beer more places and make it more portable without having to bottle condition my beers. So hope you found that useful. Consider subscribing, liking, leave me a comment in the comments section if you've got questions, or if I did something really wrong and you've got more experience than me. I'd love to hear tips on how to do this better. And until next time, cheers. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and checking out some of my other videos, or checking out some of my other social media. You can find the links down in the description. And cheers.